Hi, this is Jennifer Forbes from Forbes Fabulous Fingers, independent consultant with Jamberry Nails again. And today I'm actually doing a video that is the entire reason that I decided to start a video blog. And that reason is layering. Jamberry Nails has, at last count, over 25 different clear designs, including 9 different French tips that have clear bases. And we're always telling people that you can take a clear design and layer it on top of a solid or an ombre and make it a different design. And everyone always asks me, well, how simple is it? And I'd say, it's really simple, and I'd never done it. So I decided one day to go online and see how simple it really was, and I was really surprised because YouTube only had one video, and in my opinion it wasn't very good. So I decided I was going to try to make my own video to explain layering, and that kind of led to more ideas of the customization of Jamberry nails, and that led to this. So my first advanced technique in Jamberry nails is showing you layering, and today I'm going to be doing my Christmas manicure. So I'm going to be using Deck the Halls, which is really cute little Christmas lights, and I'm pairing it with Sugar Plum Glimmer because I couldn't think of a better color for Christmas than Sugar Plum, and they're going to come out kind of looking like that. So I'm going to go through the process of layering them first, and then because the application technique is a little bit different, I'm going to go through that, and then I'll let you go. Okay, great. So here I have my 2 colors. As you can see, I've already used both of these sheets once, which is a great way to reuse your solids. I tried the Sugar Plum, and it's a great color. I'm just not normal enough for it, so I decided I was going to try to layer it, and I let my grandmother use these for a luncheon. So they were both sheets that I had to use up anyway, so that was great. When I was doing this tester nail to see how easy this was, I found out that it's kind of difficult to do a whole nail. So what I would suggest is taking your broad tip tweezers. Remember, we don't want to touch the base of the nails because the oily residue from our fingers can make them not stick as long. And the great thing is, I'm going to hold these up with a white back. If you look, you'll see that right exactly at the midpoint, the lights change direction, so you know exactly where the halfway point is on your nail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up the bottom of this, and I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to switch hands because my left hand is kind of stupid, and I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going to cut across the halfway point of the top shield. So now I have half of a shield and I have my solid. So once you get this down, there's really no getting it up. So the other positive thing about doing this is that now you can lift it from the top, because I have freakishly short nails. It won't matter if I touch the top. And I just match it up really nicely with my solid. And I'm going to press it down, and I'm going to use my cuticle pusher that I got in my handy dandy Jamberry kit, and I'm going to push it down so that it's all clear. And now if you look, you can see that I've got half of a shield with Christmas lights and half of a shield that's plain. So now I can push that down really hard, make sure it's all even, and then I will take my tweezers and lift up the other half of that shield and go ahead and put it down on the clear. So now they match up nice and neat, and you can't even really tell that I cut it. I can tell because I'm crazy. But see, I'm going to push it down a little harder, even though I'm not going to use the far center. I think it's good to have it all well adhesed. So there's the final product of it just going on the nail. So I've already cleaned my nails. I'm going to just one more time put acetone on my thumb just because I sometimes get oily in between. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit. Today, because of reasons that can only be explained by I am working on my organization technique, I can't find my Jamberry dryer, so I'm using my original My Heat, which I got approximately 1 week before they announced that we were going to be getting our own heaters. So because it cost more than the Jamberry heater, I will be using it until it's of no use. So I'm going to pick up my shield, both of them. Now they're really well stuck together, just FYI. And again, I'm going to hold the shield in my left hand, and I'm going to cut it across the line that's already there. And I'm going to make sure that nothing's stuck to each other, which it really is right now. Okay, so now I have my half shield, and I'm going to put it on my Heat just like I put it on my Jamberry dryer. I'm going to check my nail to make sure it's all nice and pretty, but it is. And now we're already starting to get flexibility from our shield, and I'm going to pick it up from the flat end, and I'm going to place it nice and neat on my thumb, just like that. It's just going to press right down, and like I do in my typical one, I'm going to pull it a little bit. Now these are a little bit stiffer because there's 2 of them. So now I have my shield on my thumb. And as always, I'm going to trim it. I'll toss the excess down here just so I know where it is. And use my file, my handy dandy Jamberry file. And my thumb is already ready for Christmas. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the camera and finish my manicure, and I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. So here we have it. I am all decked out for the holidays. Pardon the pun, I literally sat there and pondered if I was going to use it. All of my nails are pretty and done. That took me approximately 20 minutes. And while I did it, I have decided that after every advanced technique, we're going to have learning experience time. Because when I'm doing these advanced techniques, it's usually the first time I've done them too, so you can see how hard it is for a first timer. Learning event 1, when you are layering your shields, you really want to use a heater, because I found the most success when I just stuck my nail on my heater and then I went over and started doing something else, like I put all of my extra sugar plums on this shield so that on this sheet, so I would have an empty sheet for later events. And then when I went, oh yeah, I forgot to do my index finger, I went over, I pulled that shield off and I put it on my finger, and it was so hot that I could feel the heat through my fingernail. And at that point it stretched really nicely and it was able to go on really smooth. When I only left it on for 10 to 15 seconds, it wasn't hot enough to do that originally. I still got them on pretty smooth, but that's a good thing to learn. Learning item number 2, sometimes if you use a cuticle, an orange stick or a cuticle pusher to lift your shields up like so, let me see, like this, you'll have some more control over where you're cutting them. They look really good. I'm going to take a picture and put it on Pinterest and link it in my video description, as well as where you can get all of the products I showed today. And so for our next advanced technique, I'm going to be doing a reverse French manicure. And I would also welcome anyone that's watching these videos to find pictures of manicures they want on Pinterest or anywhere and post the pictures in the comments, and I will be going through them and looking at them and doing tutorials on how to make those happen. or explaining how to make a custom set that looks just like that. So for now, this is Jennifer Forbes of Forbes Fabulous Fingers signing off, and I hope to see you next time. Have a great day.